So I got a 2014 Cruze. This has got the 4-cylinder turbo. Starting to come up with a misfire. We had the computer on it. It was cylinder number 4, so we're thinking it's going to be the coil pack. Now just sitting here listening to it, it sounds all right. When we was driving it the other day, it was a little bit damp and it was starting to miss a little bit after it warmed up. So here we are in the misfire data. And it does have a history on one or two. See here, misfire history on number 4 is 622. See, the short term and the long term, they hang somewhere close to 0, maybe a negative here and there, but anytime you let off of it and stuff sometimes. But we're long terms, now we're like at -1. I mean, that's nothing, now 0, so that's nothing to worry about. That's just kind of when you go with the throttle up and down and different things. Now if you listen, number 4 is over here. Can you hear that snapping? That's number 4 misfire. Now you hear that little chirping noise? Sounds like a belt. Well, look at the belt good and all, but that's usually a lot of times that chirping noise is a sign of a PVC valve and the valve cover going bad. But you can hear that snapping noise. Hear that? That's the misfire. So a lot of times when you get a misfire, it's going to be something to do with this coil pack. They like to corrode where the connectors fit on them and stuff. And you can also, when it's running, you can kind of hear like an arcing sound or something snapping. I got a little bit of video of that. I don't know if you can hear it with this GoPro. Okay, so I pulled that tab out and I was trying to push it down. I couldn't get enough. So what I did was I just come in here with a wheel screwdriver, got just enough and just barely lifted that up, and then got it pulled right off. If it don't come off, there's a little hump here, and when you press that lever down, it unlocks that. It means you're not pressing down hard enough. So if you can see how it kind of moves, I kind of pick up right there just a little bit. Just be careful, you don't want to break that connector. Okay, if you get it unclipped, it should come right off of there without much issues. Now let's I don't know what you're looking at. You're swinging around. I see that. This ain't gonna work, is it? I have to get something different. But anyway, this is a T30. So like I say, I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna worry about the misfire and the spark plugs first. Because spark plugs, anything aluminum, I don't like taking them out unless it's room temperature, and I have that opportunity right now. So we'll get this problem fixed, and then we'll go on if they want to fix the squeak, because this is easy to get off of there. Now these, am I swinging you around again? I'm sorry. I can see I'm going to have to do something different. Now this should just pick up out of there. You'll have to work it a little bit because it's stuck on them boots. And sure enough, number 4 cylinder. I'm going to take you off there. Hang on. GoPro, stop it. There, I moved the GoPro, put you on a magnetic mount. See how it's all corroded up? And notice it's missing the boot. So there's our problem with our number 4 misfire. That's number 4 cylinder. So next problem is, see that? That's our boot. Wonder if we can get it out of there. Yep, part of it. Got the top half. That means we gotta go a different approach here. Let me see what I got I can grab that with. Hope I'm not in the way. That's gonna get me a pair of needle nose pliers. And that boot's just coming out in pieces. So I guess that's all we can do is just keep digging little pieces out. So I got the last piece of that boot out of there, and now all of these are pretty clean inside except for the one that was corroded somewhat. So I'm gonna get me some compressed air. I'm just gonna blow all this out of there. GoPro stuff. While I'm blowing it out, the two holes the bolts come out of, I blow them out too. That'll be plenty to get the dirt out of there. You just want to make sure you don't get dirt in there and leave it, because when you take the spark plug out, where's it going to go? Right into the cylinder. So now I've marked that as cylinder number 4. This will be in cylinder number 3. And I like to put the old plugs back in there marked. People laugh at me all the time, but you know, until I'm done or anything else and all, if I got to go back and look at the spark plugs, I know which one came out of where. So we're going to do that. Let me go ahead and get this one in here.
Oh, did I leave a pair of glasses in here? Maybe.
That's what I do half my life, look for my glasses. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other two. You see how it's going. So now this is a AC Delco one. It has the dielectric grease and stuff already in it. So we put them spark plugs in there. They're 18 foot-pounds is what it said. So when you do this, you just kind of work it right down on there till it bottoms out. And then we'll put our two bolts back in. And there again, these, there probably is a torque spec on them. Just snug them down. You don't want to, you're just holding the coil down. They're not like it's holding a wheel on or nothing. And don't go all hooray on one bolt. As soon as you feel it start to torque up a little bit, just you get the play out of it basically, and then that's all you need. You don't, it ain't going nowhere. Even if the bolt falls out, it's under that cover, it ain't going nowhere. So now on this, you should be able to just plug that in. See now, I don't know if you've seen it or not. See, I plugged it in until that fell down, and push your lock back in. So theoretically now, we should at least got rid of the misfire. So let's start it up. Started up okay. So far we haven't had no misfires, but we haven't really got warmed up yet. And that's when it seemed to happen. But in the first day, I say it was damper. And dampness, something like that issue with the corrosion, dampness should make it highlight itself more. It should be more prevalent to you. I don't know what you guys are seeing. Okay. Let it idle for 1 second. Just sit here 1 second. Oh no, leaving gear. See, it's not. Before we'd have had a misfire by now. Okay, we can do.
You're a good mechanic.
Sometimes. Not when I look into it. So far we've not hit a misfire 1. And it's warm enough now that before we would have had that misfire starting.